Did you know that out of all of the miracles performed by Jesus during his time on earth, the longest list is of people he healed? Flipping through the Gospels of the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which detail the life and the ministry of Jesus, story after story of Jesus healing people appear. And that's what we're going to talk about today, Jesus the healer. In John chapter 9, Jesus sees a man who was born blind. The Pharisees, who were the head of the Jewish church, asked Jesus a question to try to trick him. They asked him who sinned, the blind man or his parents? For someone must have sinned if this man was born blind, or so they think. Neither this man nor his parents sinned, Jesus said. But this happened so that the works of God might be displayed in him. As long as it is day, we must do the works of him who sent me. Night is coming when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. Jesus' answer is awesome, and I think it's one that we can all learn from. He says that no one sinned, and sometimes things happen so that God can be displayed through the situation. In other words, this man was born blind so that Jesus could come heal him, and his goodness and majesty can be shared through this healing. What happens next? How did Jesus heal this guy? Great question. I would love to tell you. After saying this, he spit on the ground, made some mud with the saliva, and put it on the man's eyes. Go, he told them. Wash in the pool of Siloam. This word means sent. So the man went and washed and came home seeing. His neighbors and those who had formerly seen him begging asked, "Isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg?" Some claimed that he was, and others said, "No, he only looks like him." But he himself insisted, "I am the man." "How then were your eyes opened?" they asked. He replied, "The man they called Jesus made some mud and put it on my eyes. He told me to go wash in Siloam, and I went and washed, and then I could see." Yes, you heard that right. Jesus went up to the blind man, put some mud in his eyes, and then told him to wash it off. And when he washed it off, he could see. A complete and miraculous healing. After being born blind, this man is seeing shapes and light and colors and people and nature, the whole world around him for the very first time. They brought to the Pharisees the man who had been blind. Therefore, the Pharisees asked him how he received his sight. "He put mud on my eyes," the man replied, "and I washed, and now I see." The blind man is questioned by the unbelieving people of the town and the Pharisees. Instead of getting stuck in their questions, he simply says that this guy named Jesus put some mud on my eyes, and I was blind, and now I can see. He has been changed physically and spiritually by Jesus. His literal blind faith to trust Jesus after he put mud on his eyes and paid off with his healing. What a beautiful example of faith. Sometimes Jesus healed through words, or through a touch, or through spit and mud. But however he healed, people were changed, not just physically, but spiritually through their encounter with God. All of us need healing in one way or another. Being a person on planet Earth is a messy business. Maybe it isn't physical healing, or maybe it is. We all benefit from healing that is offered to us through spending time with Jesus. I want to challenge you to get quiet with God and read through John chapter 9 and see what God wants to share with you this week.